Yo, 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 what is up, gamers? Today, I'm going to show you this crazy ass fucking simulation thingy I made. All right. I've been working on this for like about 2 weeks, and it's like kind of impressive, kind of not, but it's like neat inspired. If you guys don't know what that is, it's neuro evolution augmenting fucking then there's a T, and I don't know what that stands for. And I actually don't know what the rest of it stands for either, but the first one's definitely N for neuro, I think. Anyways, I got inspired by that shit, but I didn't actually like use the library that comes with it. I made my own everything for this. And I even and you it's pretty obvious that I made it because what monster would make a function like this? What is that? 90 lines, right? It's not good, guys. All right, but this is like my first big project that I just like worked on a week straight, like every day. I put in like a few hours just like searching up how to do things with libraries, sometimes asking Claude, "Yo, Claude, what is this for?" or something. And then but then I would like write it and implement it all myself. And so if y'all are looking to start a project and it's like some complicated like idea or something you have, just go and actually just go and do it, you know? Like, it'll probably suck, and it'll probably be a mess, and but you'll learn a bunch of stuff, and then, like, the next project that you have will probably be better. Like, this 90 line thing, never ever do that. I actually knew never ever to do that, but then I did it anyways. But now I really know never to do that. But yeah, why? Why this? Why spiking neural network? Huh? Because AI is the future of robotics, and robotics is sick as hell. Am I right, guys? Robotics is sick as hell, probably. But like seriously, everyone wants a robot or like AI to do stuff for them. But the AI we have these days is just like a bubble and like kind of a scam, but also useful and all of that to learn things. Like it's gotten me out of like it's taught me a lot of things in like last second before like a final. I swear to God, I learned everything like the night before from an AI. Okay, I learned it all, genuinely learned it, which is and I really don't think that if I read the textbook, I would have been able to do as well. So, I don't know what, but, like, I was like, "Give me some problems, tell me what I'm doing wrong with them, etc." And it just kinda worked, like, I genuinely got an A on that final, it was crazy, but and I didn't even show up to class for, like, weeks, so I didn't know any of it. But, yeah, so I got pretty lucky, I wouldn't suggest doing that, but, if you are gonna do that, um that might work for you guys, but don't do that though. Anyways, AI, like robots, is like cool in the future. And like, yeah, but I think that, we have good robots these days. Like you see all those ones from China or anywhere. And we have like really good, capable robots of moving and like the actuators are all good and all of that. But we don't have a good thing to control them, right? Like we could teleoperate them, like we seen with the one says scam like like a year ago, where everyone was like for a few days thought, oh, we finally built a robot, but then it was really just like teleoperated. But but if we can create an actual artificial intelligence to do it, like that is the goal to do that, then we got robots. We just straight up got robots. So that's the goal, make robots work. And to get to the goal, well, you gotta learn how AI works, and we gotta um figure out new stuff because the AI we have now probably isn't capable. Me personally, I don't think making the models bigger and bigger is gonna be the thing. I know people are starting to say that now, but I don't know if feed forward networks are gonna be the thing, despite my next project in video being about that. Because you gotta learn the field that you're going into. And it might even be useful, it might even work, but I think spiking neural networks, I mean, they work for animals, they work for humans, they work for everything. The problem with it is we have, like, these computers these days, and, like, they're just not built like brains, and we don't have the algorithms of brains so that we can't, like we can't have them we just don't have the structure of the brain correct, so we can have a robot. And the worst part is, even if we had like a exact human structure, we're not trying to build a robot human, right? We're trying to build like a robot that's capable of doing the stuff we tell it to do. We don't want it to like have emotions or anything, or we just want it to do like menial labor or some stuff like that. But yeah, so it's like we got to figure out some stuff to do all of that. And maybe feed forward networks will work with like modern AI and stuff. But I built this whole simulation thing to just learn how spiky neural networks work because I do think there's a high probability that this is going to be important in the future. Also, it could not be, but I just think it might be. Anyways, I'll leave you off and show you guys the simulation. It's an extremely impressive. All right, it's not that impressive, but I built it and I just learned how to do this. I built it in like a week. So if y'all are thinking to build something or you have like a passion to build something and you like have a research direction or something that you want to think of and like all this stuff has already been done that I did here, but just build it. Like thinking about building something or learning the theory behind things and actually building it are just such different things. Like, and you really don't understand that until you get to the point where you want to build things. And then you're like, damn, I actually have to kind of fucking learn all of this shit. And honestly, it's kind of even fun to learn. Just take it step by step and such. But I'll show you all the simulation and get tuned for um soon. There's gonna be a crazy ass videos. There's gonna be uh what is it? I'm gonna do reinforcement learning on uh, a simulated environment to teach a robot how to move, I think. All right, that doesn't sound that impressive, but rip. One day y'all will see. There's gonna be impressive shit, okay? But this is just the way it goes. You got to make progress. Fuck. Oh well. And then hopefully this stuff, spiky neural networks, just neural networks in general, deep neural networks, something's gonna work. I have bets on this working, but it needing a lot more research direction. The other thing already kind of works, but like the problem is it can't learn continually and yada yada. But stay tuned for the next thing. And yeah. All right, guys. So here is the simulation. As you can see, there's the mice are start as doing nothing, but then when each time step I randomly generate like new neural connections between neurons, or I change a neuron's like weight or a synapse's weight or a neuron's like leak and a few other things randomly. And then the ones that succeed, which are the ones that get the apples, then they are propagated to the next generation. And until the first apples are gotten, there really is no propagation to the next generation. It's just like half of them die and then half of them are reborn and half of them are bred between two different types so that we like start stacking new innovations on top of each other to try and get new things to occur. But then the really cool thing is like after I don't know like 100 generations, eventually they start learning and they all start eating all of the apples. And I'll cut to that right now. And like the first time I saw this, like I fixed so many fucking bugs in this shit. And if you programmed before and really made your own project and like ran into a bunch of bugs, you'll know. But like it was just incredible seeing like it actually finally work. Like I was like ecstatic. I was like, oh my god, you know, it's the craziest thing I ever saw. It just finally ran, and they just started eating the apples. They started chasing them down, even though that's not that impressive a thing. But like it was crazy that I actually made it happen. But here you go. See, look, it's eating the apples right in front of your eyes. They're all tracking them down. They're devouring the apples like a little swarm or whatever. Everyone wants a robot that like I don't know, that it's just cool. It's just fucking cool. You know what? Shouldn't have to explain why robots are cool. It's just inherently cool, you know. You could just tell. They're just kind of cool. They're just like mechanical and they like yeah, it's just like they like walk around and like uh yeah, I'm not really sure why they're cool, but they're just pretty cool. Anyways, guys, make sure to go down in the description below. Wait, no, not the description. The comment section below and give me any suggestions or your thoughts about my projects or my ideas, or like if you're working on anything or if I've missed anything or anything like that. And then make sure to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button if you love robots. And if you don't love robots, then the opposite is true. The opposite of the opposite. So like if you don't like robots, just smash the like button. I don't really know why you're watching the video, but like maybe you could see me fail and then be like, "Oh, I hope robots all fail in the end," or something. And then like, I mean, that's interesting. And you guys all, see you in the next video that might come out soon, like one day. I haven't really started on the next thing yet, but maybe in a week or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But before school starts, because then I'm busy as hell.